into the postseason for the first time in their club's short history. Underway from Drive Pink Stadium. Jóźwiak gets it back from Lindsay. Heavy touch from Jóźwiak. Miller intervenes. Miami wants a handball. It's given. Penalty for Charlotte FC. 17 minutes in.
In an outstretched position as this ball is slipped in. It's good movement off the ball. Jóźwiak doesn't he do well just to ride a couple challenges. He goes again. But watch Kamal Miller, his right arm. Does it come off of his right arm as that ball is squared in from Jóźwiak? And for me, it hits the chest. There's that right arm, it's outstretched, but from my angle, it hits the chest. Doesn't hit that right arm. If it does hit that right arm, it's a penalty.
Did it graze the hand? Certainly looked at.
Well, that's being looked at right now as well, which would then be a penalty because the right arm's outstretched, but because, for me, it comes off the chest and it bounces away without making contact with the right arm. For me, it's not a penalty.
Will he agree? No penalty. After video review, Kamal Miller feels justified. Now Charlotte in the final minute before first half stoppage time. Vargas, decent ball! Capelli saved it in! Charlotte has their goal! Enzo Capelli hadn't scored in 7 games, and when Charlotte needs the big moment most, he comes through. 1-0.
Capelli, he needed service. He needed somebody to go and create for him. And doesn't he take this well, as Vargas said he has magic in his boots at times. A little bit of step over, sends Yedlin one way, opens up a little bit of space, enough for him to go in with the ball. And look at this little move. Dances on the ball, touch and whip. Capelli makes no mistake, gets right in between the center backs for Inter Miami. Just glances it into the far corner. It's so well taken from Capelli. That's exactly what Charlotte have needed from their designated player, number 9. Come up with the big moments, rise above the rest, and stick the ball in the back of the net. What a goal.
Not clear yet, though. Knocked down to Allen. Aviles will serve. That takes a deflection all the way through and in! In the final moments of the first half, Nicholas Stefanelli levels it.
Stints of possession to keep Charlotte locked in as they continue to test the back line. Westwood with a strong header, but as Aviles comes out, look how the center back just caresses this into a difficult area. It's so difficult for the back line of Charlotte to try and deal with. Just curls it in nicely, a little bit of a deflection, and Privet, he dives onto it, he can't clear it. And Stefanelli, that's not easy. At that far post, the angle's not in his favor. He has to squeeze it past a couple of players. But he does so well just to control his strike, to guide it into the back of the net. And you asked Christian Lattanzio today in our meeting and our sit down with him about the likes of Bill Tuiloma, and he said, well, Privet has come in when we weren't in good run of form and took a hold of the position.
Jóźwiak into the middle, makes it all the way to Vargas! Didn't take his first chance. He does take the second, and Charlotte takes the lead back.
And what a play this is, as you just track Jóźwiak. Look at his running off the ball. And as soon as Charlotte start to break down that right channel, Jóźwiak, he's getting on his bike, he's getting down that right-hand side, squares it across, and Vargas gets good contact on the ball. It is straight down the throat of Callender. I wonder if Callender will be looking at it. There's a little bit of a slip right when Callender goes to make the save. But take nothing away, because Vargas, he steps onto it. He had a chance earlier in the second half, which he would have wished he buried. And this one he does. This is a little bit of a slip from Callender, who's disappointed. He gets a hand on it. And that's where players can become a little bit too casual, knowing that there's nothing crunching on the line.
Busquets with a ball. Allen is in. Allen to level the game. Oh, Kalina again.
Is Allen, as he's going through, is he offside? It looks as though he's onside as he breaks that line. Campana just threading it through. But look at Kalina. just stands tall. He waits to see what Allen's going to do. Stands on his feet. And Allen, as he opens up, Kalina's nice and big. What a moment that is. My gosh, this is set up for...
Now Stefanelli is in. Can Kalina do it again? He cannot. And the offside flag comes up on Nicholas Stefanelli.
As the ball in behind it looks as though Stefanelli has gone a half a body length early. So you go across that line. It's threaded through. There's all kinds of space for him to go into.
In the space forward to Swiderski. Miller does well for Miami. Now over to Yedlin. Campana. Good ball in. Robinson! A dagger to Charlotte FC. Robbie Robinson brings Miami back level.
But then it's all about the marking. So poor from Charlotte. Malanda, he's ball watching, and Robinson just needs to drift in behind. Campana, he steps out on the ball. He has time to pick up his head and whip. What is a delightful ball right into the area for Robinson to come on, and that's an easy tap it in the end. It's such a clever ball from Alba, though, isn't it? Just spinning it on the outside of his foot into the path of Robinson.
And that is full time. Charlotte and Miami play to a back and forth 2-2 draw.